So today, this is our closeout week for our Black Mamas Fellowship. Yeah. So I just wanted everybody to celebrate Kayla and Denise. Oh. All right. Celebrate Kayla and Denise. They were amazing fellows, and I think I learned as much from them as they kind of learned from me. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, so I just wanted to thank you all for being so open and so patient with all the scheduling, with the money, with everything. So I just wanted everybody to just give them a round of applause and to just thank them for their sticking in. Did you guys want to say a few words?
I'm glad to be involved. That sums it all up, and everybody's so friendly and warm and supportive, and that's the most important part of all of what we're doing. And there's so many organizations involved that can help, and I hope that they help you because you deserve it. You've been through so much and you deserve it.
The community to support everything, and I'm gonna, take it and use it and grow and build with it.
That's right. Yeah. Good deal. So yay, free Black Mamas. So why we're here is that we're centering the fact that we as a community, that we need to do something about the criminal system that we have in place. And right now it's only serving a certain population, AE people who are extremely wealthy. Because if you're extremely wealthy, justice looks way different for you. So in light of people reaching their freedom, we thought this would be the perfect place just to kind of close out and to ask our two main questions. They were somewhere on one of these things, but one was how can we keep bodies out of cages, right? We were tasked with that question. And so first let's meet our two fellows, right? So they're the two 2019 Black Mama Bailout Fellows, and Kayla can introduce herself. Okay, and if you could just tell us a little bit about what we've been doing, what you learned, what you took away, and then Denise will do the same.
Hi, my name is Kayla, and I'm with Women on the Rise. I'm also a National Bailout Fellow for the summer of 2019.
I'm Denise. I am a member of Women on the Rise, and I am a fellow with the NBO.
A National Bailout Fellow is someone who fights for the freedom of Black mamas.
First question is, how can you keep bodies out of cages? You can popcorn it. Anybody that would like to go can go. Go ahead, fella.
First, bail them out, then give them resources so they don't feel like they have to go back to desperate actions. Make them feel at home, taken care of once they are out, and make it as easy as possible for them to have a smooth transition back into society.
I would say that we need to start with our families because families have generational cycles of incarceration due to trauma. Trauma is the first cousin to drama, and so we have a lot of issues within our families that go unaddressed, and generationally it's passed on, these behaviors. So we need to start within our family circles and learn how to communicate and receive and forgive and get the help that we need on that level, because if we don't, it's the perpetual cycle. It keeps going on and on and on. And it comes from history of being, especially Black people being in captivity, brought to this country in chains, and the psychological incarceration.
I guess just listening and reacting, so listening to those incarcerated, those on a troubled path to incarceration, and try to see what resources they were lacking or what motivations or other tools or things that they wanted was missing in their lives. So in terms of purpose, in terms of just sports or anything like that, that could have kept them away from the decisions that they made. So instead of just placing things in their communities, listening to them and seeing what they need in their communities.
Everybody, most of all, needs to be heard. They need to be heard with what they're okay with, especially mental their mental well-being, because a lot of people have been behind bars for so long and have no clue how to even function in public. A lot of people may have anxiety with being around so many strangers after seeing the same faces for many years. Traumatization with police, and I know that I'm someone that struggles with that. I don't even like seeing a cop car, and especially in Atlanta, Georgia, it's very bad. I mean, you could be pulled over for any little thing, and they can throw you in there with whatever story, how they see it, and the fight to get out of that will be hard. So definitely strong legal representation is how we can keep black bodies out of jails.
I would say while we're in the halfway house, like maybe like getting people on the staff that actually care about like helping us, because sometimes I feel like we don't really have any help. Like I live 2 hours, or I live 2 hours away from the halfway house, and I have 3 children, and they're not, I mean, they act like they're willing to help me, like be able to see my kids and stuff, but really they don't do anything, and they kind of just brush me under the table. So like when I finally get to go home, I'm going to be like thrown back into it because I haven't been able to ease back into being a mother, because I've been gone 4 years, and really 5 years I've been away from my children. And it just makes it really hard and really frustrating.
Thank you, sis. So we're actually going to start on the part of with the participatory defense. Just because if there's somebody here, what we do is we want to inform you first that this is not a confidential space, right? So if you have something going with your case, if there's somebody that you know that has a case that you might be here representing, like we would like for you to offer their names up, and we just want to make sure that we have enough time to go over everybody in their cases. So towards the end, I'll ask the second question, but you can be thinking of it during this time. And the second question is, how can we keep our community safe? Right, so that'd be the second question. So during this time, you could just think about it.
This is like our tablet of loved ones that we're fighting for, and then we're gonna go over any updates from the case. Like some of us have been doing this a few weeks, so we're gonna hear about if there's any updates that we've found out since we last seen each other. And the last thing is to do. So this is like literally stuff we need to do to help defend our loved one in the next week.
A lot of things needs to happen in order for us to feel safe. There needs to be open conversations. There needs to be a change in the laws. Laws need to be rewritten. There needs to be a policy where broken window policing doesn't happen, where police can't do what they want to do. There needs to be laws changed. There needs to be where the government takes responsibility for their actions. Changes needs to be made, and prejudices and biases and racism needs to end. Being black is a downfall, and we need to be looked at as equal to all people.
Hi, my name is Bridgette Simpson. I am the site coordinator down here in Atlanta, Georgia for the Black Mamas Fellowship. And I really can honestly say it's really been my pleasure to get to know both of these beautiful people that I'm working with. I myself was formerly incarcerated, so this really gave me a great opportunity to skill up, like Janae says and Nubian says, like to skill up and to really to improve my leadership skills and to just really to just grow myself. And as they learned, I learned. So I'm just really humbled, and thank you all for choosing us and choosing to pour into us as we now pour into you. Thank you. Free Black Mamas.